It's early, it's Monday, and this week already feels long. But guess what? We still made it. You still showed up. And it's the end of September. So, you know what that means? Reset time. Now, I have a surprise for all of you that there will be a monthly episode dropping in addition to this one. This is just, the little commute. You can get to work, have a little bit positivity. But the real one will be dropping at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And not only from my perspective, but from two amazing women in my life's perspective to hopefully make you laugh because we had so much fun making it. But I won't say too much so you guys can go watch it on YouTube.
This is Mon, still showing up.
Hosted by Busyness.
I have a Mon story for you this week. And that's how my nephew locked himself out. He had one job, okay? Just one job. So he had a half day today. And I ordered some food from DoorDash. And obviously, I'm working from home. And I told him, Armel, I'm going to be in a meeting. I'm going to put myself on mute. So when I get the notification that the DoorDash is here, I'll scream at you so you can go downstairs and you can go get it and then you can eat. Simple instructions, okay? But you know what? Things sometimes don't go as planned, okay? So when the food arrives, I mute myself. I'm like, hey, Armel, the food's downstairs. Go grab and get it. I'm in a meeting. He goes downstairs. He gets the food. But then I don't hear him again. And something told me, try to end this meeting really quick and just go downstairs. It was like a gut feeling. I go downstairs. This little boy is locked out of a house, but the poor thing was just waiting out there like a lost Amazon package. And when I opened the door, I was like, what happened? He goes, I didn't want to ring the doorbell because you were in the meeting and I didn't have my phone. Poor little thing was just locked outside. Just sitting there. But you know what? He still showed up. That's the Mon story, okay? Following instructions and still being locked out. Now, I do have a Mon story that one of you guys shared. And it was pretty funny. But I only got one this week, and I like sharing two. So share your Mon stories. They're on their way to the doctor's appointment, mid-car ride. The Uber breaks down, smoke hazard, the whole thing. And you would think the driver would panic. He just pulled out his phone, ordered another Uber. So they're sitting there stranded on the side of the road, waiting for another Uber to pick them both up. Damn. I mean, hey, sometimes that's why there's multiple Ubers, right? Another detour. But at least you made it, or at least I hope you made it to your doctor's appointment. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I would have been pissed. So now that you guys laughed a little, you ever feel like you've been busy all day and then when you look back, you don't even remember what you did? Yeah, that's been me all month. I've been busy sweeping all those spider webs instead of actually killing the spider. September has been full of blessings, alignment, and growth. And yes, I've been super thankful for that. But it also came with pressure. Pressure to keep producing, to keep providing, and keeping up with timelines that weren't even mine. For an example, like the gym, I swear I was going to go back right after my trip, but my sneakers only saw me once. And that was on the way to Target, not the treadmill. And that's when I had to stop myself because I've been busy doing everything else, but I wasn't holding myself accountable. But that's when I realized busyness can really look productive when in reality, I was just sweeping the surface. And it reminded me of something that I was doing this weekend. So this weekend, I was cleaning the house and I was sweeping all the spider webs. And looking back, I'm like, wow, I'm constantly cleaning and sweeping the spider web, but until I kill that spider, it's going to continue happening over and over again. And that's how our life works. The webs are the visible problems, the burnout, the stress, the overspending, the rushing, whether you're being late to work every day. Hopefully not every day though. And those are what people see as well. But the spider, that's the root. That's what's underneath, whether that's the procrastination, people pleasing, maybe fear, maybe pressure. So let me ask you, what is the spider? What is the root that you've been avoiding because it's harder than just sweeping up the web? And that's where accountability comes in. People hear accountability and they automatically think punishment. They think guilt, shame, and thinking that somebody's going to check up on them because they messed up. Because accountability is not shame. Accountability is honesty. It's looking at your life and saying, okay, what part of this mess is mine? And accountability isn't admitting where you have fallen short, but it's also owning your wins. Saying to yourself, I did show up, I did keep going, did make progress. Accountability is the bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. And you know what this reminded me of? That sometimes we can do that inner work. But for me personally, one thing that has helped me is therapy. And before we jump into the whole therapy topic, I know in our Dominican cultures, everybody says, eso es pa loco. That it's for crazy people. But therapy has been one of the best things that I've done for myself. So, therapy has taught me about my stubbornness and my perseverance, and how instead of looking at that as a weakness, to look at that in a positive note. Obviously, too much of something towards something that's unhealthy is not good. And my therapist told me instead of focusing that on people that are draining you or things that really don't matter, how about you focus that stubbornness into something that's healthy and my goals in life? And that's the difference between healthy and unhealthy accountability as well. Healthy builds you towards your purpose, and unhealthy accountability changed you to expectations that weren't even yours. And as I mentioned earlier, now I'm too focused on reallocating my strength into my career, my calling, my long-term purpose. And that's okay. And while some people are too busy building families, and that's a beautiful thing, I'm focused on building my career, and that's beautiful too. And you might be saying, where is she going with all of this? It's don't let society's timeline trap you in a story that was never yours to begin with. And then therapy taught me those tools, but then my family tested those tools. I'm focused right now on my career and trying to make a good living for myself and go far. But then you have my grandma, which I love you, grandma, and I know you're watching, who will throw these little questions that makes you question if you are in the correct path. For an example, when I was your age, and it's not only my grandma, I'm not going to throw her out there, it's my aunts, my uncles, my mom. When I was your age, I had 3 kids, a house, da 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 da. Or they hit me with, when I was your age, I was skinny. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then, but I'm not gonna lie, I look back at the pictures and I'm like, damn, is that gonna be me? Who knows? I guess we'll never know.
We're gonna know. What do you mean? Are you?
No, I guess we never know because I don't have kids. That was before the kids.
Oh, okay, got
Does that make sense?
Yeah, kids fuck you up.
Guess you never know. And it's really funny because times have changed, and I hit them with, yeah, at your age, bread was just a nickel. But look at it now. Bread's not a nickel. It's probably like $5 now, depending on where you go. Whether that's Wegmans, Trader Joe's, which they have a great variety. Or the classic, when are you going to get married? Like, listen, Thea, I barely can commit to what's in my Amazon cart. Do you think I can commit to marriage at this age? Listen, I'm at the age where if I can drink some hot cocoa with my nephew and not have to unbutton my pants, that's a win in my book. And all jokes aside, because I was joking around, I know I'm not the only one that hears different words, but it's the same weight. Pressure will literally whisper, you're behind. And then there's God right behind you saying, no, you're doing just fine. Or you could be Kris Jenner and say, you're doing amazing, sweetie. And the key is really learning the difference. Moms listening, I know you feel this too. Students that are hustling right now, and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life? Am I in the right timeline? I feel you. Career folks that are working 2 jobs to make ends meet, I feel you too. Different webs, same spider. And now, I love backing things up with Jesus. So that's why this verse tied it all together for me. And I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. So we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. And that basically means, and this is such a Monday reminder for all of us, because maybe whole month you felt pressed from every angle. Like I did, stressed out, knocked out a few times, but you're still here, not crushed, not destroyed. And that's evidence that God has never left you, even in the chaos. So, regardless of how you feel like closing out this month, you're still standing, you're still showing up, regardless of what society wants to put in our heads of what should be right. Remember, your timeline is different. And that's what makes us all beautiful and unique. And now that I think about it, if the forecast says that tomorrow at 7 a.m. it's going to rain, you would believe it. I mean, depending on what app you use, right?
Not if it's WNEP.
WNAP or Apple. The weather app on Apple be kind of But anyways, to my point, you would just grab your umbrella, wouldn't even question it, and just go about your day.
Raining is raining. ¿Qué yo voy a hacer?
You're going to grab your umbrella and you're going to go about your day, right?
Right.
I mean, unless you forget your umbrella, then that's on you. Because you didn't show up then. But what I'm trying to get at is that's the same thing with God. So why do we trust the forecast, but we don't trust Him? If God said it's coming, it's coming. And the accountability is that while it comes, I'm still doing my part and trusting God to do the rest. Trust the forecast, not the pressure. And that's why this Self Love Monday challenge, write your own story and hold yourself to your vision, because the most lit story that you will ever live is the one that you had the courage to actually write. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with some, affirmations to end September right and start the month of October in a positive note. So say this and even pause after every single one I say, if you can. If you're driving, I don't want you to get in an accident now, unless you want to tell, hey Siri, pause. But say to yourself as a reset for this new month, I faced that spider. I didn't sweep the webs. I hold myself accountable with love, not shame. I relocate my strength to my true goals. I release society's pressure and trust God's timing. I believe in heaven's forecast rather than the world's opinions. Even in my reset, I'm still showing up. We have 3 more months left until the new year. This is the perfect time to reset and really look back at what you've been doing. I'm wishing you a wonderful end of September, and just reflect back on the month and even the year and really focus on where you want to take your life. And it's okay if you don't have figured it out. Just figure out what those webs are, because we don't want those webs. Period. And thank you so much for supporting me week over week. We made it to the end of September. Same time, same place. And don't forget to share those mom stories. And if you haven't followed my dad's Instagram page of his furniture store, what are you waiting for? And also, Miriam, hello. You see these house prices? Do you think they're gonna go down anymore? No, not with Trump. So you better start buying your houses, okay? And hit her up. All right, fam. I've been sweeping the spider webs instead of cutting the spider.
Maldita sea, killing.
Why do I keep saying cut it? Okay.
This is just gonna be 30 minutes of bloopers. No, yeah, that's the whole album.
You might be saying, where is she?
Man, move it out more.
It is, but I'm forward. So,
Normal.
okay.
No hunchback.
I don't know because I forget I have short-term memory loss like Dory. Whether that's Wegmans, Trader Joe's, which they have a great variety.
What is this, a sponsor?
Their bread is good. Their bread is good.
Not the lawnmower.
It's an ano.
Oh, it's the leaf blower.
But you know what I don't get? Is he be blowing those leaves, right? And then the trees fall down again, the leaves.
And guess what?
He
Still
complains.
showing up.
He's still doing it day after day.
Still showing up. He gonna blow.
But I don't think you can pick up the noise. Why are they sending me pictures of their trip? They should have already been here.
For your parents?
Yeah.
Girl, wait till that reality hits them tomorrow. They back in good old pencil tuck.
And then it's just caridad with some coconuts.
Must be nice.
It's a Dominican post for me. Let me grab the nuts. I mean the coconuts. Come worry. Stop yawning, bro. Am I so boring all the time, bro?
I'm fighting for my life.
3 weeks later.
Tell me. No, the fact that it's dark outside and Nano's still showing up to cut some leaves. No, to blow the leaves when the wind's gonna blow them back. The leaves just gonna blow that back, bro.
Low battery.
Damn it. That's bad because that only means I have like 5 minutes.